The following video comes from Daniel Thompson, who lives with his mother in a 3-story house that is filled with lots of antiques that his mother collects on the daily. The house is filled with many priceless artifacts that were bought overseas that can't be found anywhere else. Daniel's mom has been collecting these antiquities since he was a child. Yet 2 of these items in particular scare him. A porcelain doll staring at the home entrance, and a dollhouse that makes Daniel feel unnerved. This dollhouse, according to him, does something very strange. Here's a video of him describing it.
I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where, and it hasn't done it since.
Daniel states that the dollhouse makes a tapping noise at night and can never find the source of the sound. Although most viewers think that Daniel might be just hearing things, one night, Daniel wakes up to the dollhouse making noise. He grabs his phone and records this.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
After checking everywhere to find the source of the tapping sound, Daniel finds nothing. It is at this point that Daniel decides to record the dollhouse at all times to see if anything like this happens again without him witnessing it. Fast forward to a few days later, and the camera he had set up captures this. All of a sudden, the miniature figurines in the dollhouse start to move on their own, as if someone or something was playing with them. Understandably, Daniel was freaked out of his mind upon seeing the footage. Daniel thinks that his mom had bought in an artifact that's cursed or even haunted. But just as things couldn't get more creepy, one night, something pretty chilling happens. It's around 2:30 in the morning when Daniel wakes up to someone knocking at the door. This is what was caught. As Daniel looks around the entrance to the door, he finds no one that could possibly explain the knocking at the door. But then, as he's about to head back to bed, the knocking is heard once again, startling him. Daniel believes that the dollhouse might have something to do with this odd occurrence. Right when this video was uploaded, Daniel hasn't posted any new updates. That is, until he gets a text from his mom, who is staying the night at the house. She posted a video of footage that was captured while she was alone. We can see his mom watching TV when this happens.
I'm Lord Grantham. This is my daughter, Lady Mary Talbot.
Oh, everyone's going.
You, as the rest of us, are on the Riviera. But I hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh, everyone's
Yes.
going. Hungry. I'm thinking about
I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. They call us the Hollywood Rise.
But you never stops playing. You know,
Last time I was there.
The footsteps running towards Daniel's mom is without a doubt strange, but it's what happens right after that's the most terrifying. Around the same time the footsteps were heard, this was captured. The same noises are heard coming from the dollhouse, followed by the doll blinking on its own. Now most viewers believe the dollhouse was genuine, but they have a hunch that the doll actually has a built-in feature that allows it to blink. But in the following video, Daniel proves that the doll is completely hollow inside. After watching this, Daniel believes that not only the dollhouse is haunted, but also the doll itself. Daniel continues to post more footage of this haunting, but until then, we'll have to base our judgment currently at hand. Just what exactly is going on in Daniel's home? As with most videos, feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one. In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting strange activity that's been going on in their apartment. The family has not only had paranormal occurrences, but also other unusual events that seem to hint that whatever they're dealing with is dangerous. From invisible footsteps charging towards them as if seeking to do harm to the family, to their home being infested with a bunch of maggots that appeared out of nowhere after finding no source that could possibly explain them. Ever since firing the maid that they had kept in their home, strange things have been happening. It's as though the maid had put a curse on them. The family has had numerous occurrences that has left them spooked, but nothing in comparison to the following video. The family wakes up to a strange noise coming from outside their bedroom. The father cautiously searches around the home when this happens.
अच्छा रुको मैं भी हूँ
नहीं तुम बच्चे के साथ रहो नहीं तो वो डरेगा
Daddy, can I go?
नो मामा यू टेक केयर ऑफ मामी डैडी विल कम सून पूरा सामान गिरा हुआ है या इधर भी पूरा कवर गिरा हुआ है.
Mysteriously, the home seems to be ransacked, but it was only after watching the security camera footage that they found the reason why this had happened. While the family is asleep, this was captured. The family believes that something paranormal had made the mess in their apartment. Naturally, they were left terrified upon seeing this, but the following night, they were left not only terrified, but also concerned for their safety. It's late at night when the father, recording, captures this.
Baby, are you awake? Baby. Please stay outside, please.
अजय कहाँ थे?
Just scared me.
Without warning, the pitter-patter of footsteps can be heard running towards the father. Naturally, as anyone would, the father heads back into his bedroom. This occurrence might just give proof that whatever is haunting them is dangerous to the family. That being said, this last occurrence is no exception to this notion. The father is woken up to banging coming from the entrance. He quickly grabs his phone and records this. Like something out of a horror movie, the same invisible footsteps are heard running towards the father at full throttle. The father eerily gets pushed by this unseen presence. He quickly gets up while trying to figure out what just happened while seeming a bit disoriented. But after watching the footage, it was clear that something had pushed him backwards. Now it's worth mentioning that the family has moved out of their apartment. They live in a different apartment now, but unfortunately, they're dealing with the same activity in their new home. So stay tuned for more updates. For now, we'll have to figure out these clips. So, as always, feel free to let me know your thoughts on these videos. In this next video, a family is recording themselves riding the pirate ship ride at a county fair when something downright creepy was caught on camera. According to the husband in the video, there was once a woman who tragically died in this exact same ride from falling off the ship while in motion, but that was a very long time ago. If this happened, then this video becomes a whole lot more interesting. This video was taken in 2008 at around 10 p.m. What was captured is pretty creepy. Be sure to pay close attention or you might miss it. In case you missed it, there are 4 passengers in the row the family is in, but once the camera pans back to the family, there's one less person. Eerily, the woman in the far right corner mysteriously disappeared. Viewers believe that the spirit of the woman who died on this ride was caught on camera. It's as though she was happily riding the pirate ship before disappearing. Viewers also point out that her face looks injured in a couple of frames. Although the family may or may not agree with this notion, there's no doubting that they were left shaken up by this video. Was the spirit of the deceased woman caught on camera? Or was this all just a simple illusion? This next video comes from Troy Legault, who lives with his family and 3 dogs in a suburban house that was only built 10 years ago. Given on the age of this home, Troy doesn't think it's old enough to be haunted. Yet, just recently, it seems that Troy has had a change in minds as him and his family have been dealing with strange activity. From objects moving on their own to lights occasionally turning on and off for no reason, Troy has plenty of evidence to prove his home is haunted. But one piece of evidence in particular scares him the most. It's early in the morning, and no one is home when this is captured. Not much else is known about this video, other than the fact that nobody was home during this time. Given on this context, this video becomes a whole lot more strange. If the home was empty of people, then who or what was doing this? Troy is yet to figure out what had caused this, but until more footage is brought forth, it remains a mystery for now. Laura Honikin posted the following video in the hopes that someone could explain what was captured on her baby monitor. She was looking over her daughter through the camera and saw something that left her spooked. This is what was caught.
All day was this. 28-7, Kentucky threatening to go up even more. And he's well aware of the outside noise, the rumors, the rumblings, the pressure. He said, listen.
Out of nowhere, a pair of legs are seen running about in her daughter's room. Whoever, or whatever this was, has left Laura terrified to her core. Here's a follow-up video of her describing the footage.
There was legs that were walking, it looked like legs, that were walking out of her room. And her window is locked. There's no other entrance to that room, literally. And you never seen nothing going in. It just was legs going out. You seen me come in, come out, and then you see those legs go out, and then you see me come upstairs to get her and go out.
Now it could be that a squatter was hiding in the room, but Laura disagrees, as the window in the room is securely locked. Besides the bedroom door, the window is the only entrance to the room. If that's the case, then just who, or even what, was this? Feel free to let me know what you think.